Thursday night special signing day edition of the 11 Warriors Report on Spectrum Sports. Our guys for a preview. We talk about all sorts of good stuff and the big themes and stories of National Signing Day. But instead, I want to get your favorite signing day memory or moment. Some sort of chaotic thing that happened for every one of you, or just maybe a signing day you remember fondly or maybe not fondly.
Not from this year? You're talking
Any
about
year.
all
Any
time?
year. There are no rules here.
There are no rules.
This is on the web.
Let me think. Well, I mean...
All right, I'll lead off. The best one is when the best one for around here was when the entire Ohio State beat went to Jeanette, Pennsylvania for Terrell Pryor to announce where he was going to go to school, and for him to say, "I'll see you in 5 weeks." That was the craziest. Nobody could break any stories because the whole beat was in Western Pennsylvania. You got one?
That's ridiculous. I didn't realize.
You're too young for that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so Pryor. Yeah, everybody went over there. I mean, we at Channel 10 we rolled the satellite truck to. I mean, he was the LeBron James of high school football. You got to remember that. He was a LeBron James, and we rolled the satellite truck. And here's Uncle Dommy was over there waiting to go live with Terrell Pryor's big announcement, and then Terrell says, "I'll see you in 5 weeks." Yeah, I'm going to make my decision after basketball.
Seems like the most like Terrell Pryor thing of all time.
I think when he did it, it was.
I remember that I wasn't covering Ohio State back then because
the University of Ohio State.
Yeah, the University of Ohio State. But I do remember him, drawing all that attention to himself, and then just be like, "I'm good. I'll wait till March or whatever."
Yeah, when basketball season's over, you guys can come back. It's not far from Columbus to Jeanette. How far is it going to be?
For recent memory, I think was how Amir Reep drove to Columbus to hand Kerry Combs his letter of intent. Like he left at like 5 a.m. yesterday and was like, and then I know a couple people that like went to his like signing day ceremony, and then he wasn't there because he was giving his letter of intent to Kerry. So I thought that was kind of
very cool.
Something that is memorable, at least from this year.
Yeah, Andrew.
And my favorite's probably just seeing a kid from Ohio, Thayer Mumford, always wanted an Ohio State offer. And he had to go through so much. He had weight problems. He had school problems. His grades weren't the best. And
transfer problems
eligibility,
too.
Yeah, exactly, eligibility.
Right.
He transferred to a school, missed 75% of his senior year, and at the end of the day, he still got an offer. And it just kind of shows, if you work toward what you want, you can get it. So.
You got something for us now?
I like the guy yesterday who it wasn't an Ohio State related thing, but he stands up to commit to a school and unzips his jacket, and he's got a Florida shirt on, and the whole crowd erupts.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt off.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not going to Florida. Yeah, not going to Florida. You hear audible gasps from the whole crowd.
People are like,
where was the kid from?
It's a Florida State shirt on underneath. He's from Florida. Takes off the Florida State shirt on underneath. And everyone's like, oh, and then he takes the Florida State shirt off, and it's USC. He goes, fight on, and grabs a hat.
Wow. And what was the response from the crowd?
They were all kind of like, okay.
Because the crowd would have wanted, if it's in Florida, the crowd would want him to go to Gators or Seminoles.
Yeah, we were all, and everyone there was just like, what just happened? It's like,
I'd have been really mad, too, because I would have been ready to press publish on his commitment.
That's the truth, man. That's the struggle that we deal with.
Recruiting's incredible with that kind of stuff.
You know what,
it's just evolved into some, just this giant spectacle.
How about the number 93 overall player having to gray shirt at Bama because they pulled his offer and he really wanted to go there, and they're like, well, you can delay your enrollment, and now the number 93 overall player in the country.
Andrew told me held offers from LSU, Ohio State, Miami, Florida, everywhere, and decides to sit.
He went to Paris to make a video that he was committing to Alabama.
The actual Paris?
Yeah, from the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, that's why he can redshirt or gray shirt. There you go. He's got the funds.
He's got the money to
pay that out-of-state tuition. So we won't talk about any of that. We'll talk about all sorts of good stuff coming up tonight on the program. Do enjoy.